Hello everyone, this is your Curia Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to the Book of Hours within Lovecraft Country. Okay, today we have a gale, and that's going to increase my probability of what I'm going to be doing here, because today is the day we'll see if I actually manage to pull off reading the scar in the sky. We'll get to that in a moment. First, of course, as per usual, we begin the day with our cycles. Let's get our chore up and running so that we can have our shilling for the day. And there's a reason I use the chore and not the metal, and I'll tell you that in a bit. Okay, so second of all, the usual water goes here. And I'm holding back on the other health there for a moment. So now we want to see if we can tackle this, the scar in the sky. That's what we've been building up this one skill, the inks of containment for. So let's go over to our usual winter desk, the good old Solomon Husher's desk. Put in this. We'll need the language of Racine, of course. There you go. That does not give us additional winter, however. So let's add our skill. Let's add... See, Whist brings it up to 10. Let's see. Then, memory. Now, Didymus. What is that? Angry. Great. We've figured that one out. Awesome. And then last but not least, the ink that has one winter. Parabrate, or whatever. Come on. There you go. Conclusion. Now this is going to give us, of course, the new skill of quenchings and quellings, which is what we were going for. I'm not sure the order matters that much, but let's hit it. Now, of course, we have to replace the Diademus. In order to do that, we're going to have to read one of these because we'll need 2 sky for it. Now, oh, it's a good boy. Names for the dog. Come on, people. Names for the dog. Down in the comments. All right, so let's grab Apollo and Marius. Then we can grab the metal, since we're not using that one. Boom. Back up a bit. Grab for Fett. Need Moon's Egg for this one. We're also going to have to replace the Ascended Harmony we're going to be using up. And boom, which basically means we have to reuse the Memory Sky one as well, because the Gale's going to be used up the first time around. And Skeleton Songs goes here. Right, so that's going to get that part out. I mean, I have to basically keep my eyes out for everything that has to be done here today. So, yeah, that's a lot of our stuff right there. Now, one of the other things we need to consider is what we're going to be doing with these two here. Because I was thinking, we need to get... I want to increase my rows significantly. Probably using Pearl and Tide to do so, because we have another wild skill in the wild here. See, time of division, that's not it there. Okay, so which one is it? Put that back. Anyways, time of the road, it's heart, not rows. There we go. This one. That gives us inks of power. You'll notice we have inks of revelation, we have inks of containment, inks of power we do not have. That's a 12, we need to get a 12. I can produce 3 with enduring reflection. I can produce 2 with, well, the FET we just used up. So that's 5. I have no ink, but I have a tool that brings it up to 6, and then this brings it up to 10, which means we have to increase this by 2. But since Pearl and Tide has a moon aspect, we can use Edicts Martial, and we can use either of these, which is the reason why I kept those, by the way, to increase it. So we're going to bring it up to level 2. Problem being, of course, is that we need 3 memories to do so. So we need 3 compatible memories with Moon. Now, Moon's Egg's already in operation, but we do have Intuition. Now, which other ones do we have that could be compatible with Moon? All right, let me double check. Oh God, at least I've got these huge lists of the things that we have to do. Secret Threshold has a rose component, so that would work actually. So let's grab. Let's see, where is it? What was it again? Hang on, brain fart. Secret Threshold, which is Almanac of Entrances, right here. And last but not least, we have... Can't use Parable over again. Maybe we have to use Parable over again. Not sure. Gossip. Gossip will do it. And gossip is... into trouble with this one before, that one. So those three will be able to produce the... wait a minute. We should double check that. Because you do realize if you stick it in here, it will tell me which memories it's looking for. So yeah, so rose or that will do. And the memory, yep, that will do. There. Alright, so yeah, these will do. So we'll be fine. So we need to grab, let's see, probably... let's use herb to get this one up, because we're going to need a tryst in order to increase it. Alright, hit it. We need both fast, so that's not doable. But I think we're going to have to figure out where we can use another one of those metal. Must have it. I think this desk. Don't like the warden's desk, but it might be. Yep, it's usable. He's a sculptor, so he's got metal, of course. Good thinking there, thematic-wise. Alright, and last but not least, you'd use a health, which is our nectar one over here, which is why I held it back. Hopefully this will work. Alright, I think that's enough damage, because we're going to need both the phosphor today, Shapt and Tryst. Shapt, of course, we should double check to see what we need to get. So we definitely need to get another one of our juice boxes. Not Secret Threshold, the other one. When that's done, we'll produce a glass finger... Actually, we probably could produce a glass finger toxin right now. No, we need 2 of these to produce a glass finger toxin, so yeah, there we go. One by one, we'll get all of this to work. Anyways, let's begin. Got our busy morning going. Again, we have no books to catalog, as we are slowly but surely crumbling away at the shelves here. As you can see, we can bring it back by one. Okay, and if we get the top cleared, we should be able to take care of that. All right, so yeah, closer, closer, closer. Once we get this clear, like I said, I'll probably transfer the earth books into it from down here and alleviate some of the space issues, because it's just unpleasant, as it were. Sigh. The first minute's going to be a doozy. Deep breath. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. I know. I don't have the soul fragment to do so, but I would totally love it. Screw it. No, I can't. I need that shot. Oh, gods. Little boy. I'm a sucker for animals. Humans are capable of evil. Animals are only capable of being good nature. Rest and refreshment. Just double check we're not doing that incorrectly. Good. Okay, we got a lot of skills to get memories we're going to be doing here. Well, actually what we do here is we put this in place. Alright, so give me a moment. We've got this in mind. Let's grab both of the... and I've got the space. Let's grab both of these. Pause, damn it. Wait, I did not get in there. Get at there. Alright, so while that's happening, let's first of all have this glass blowing, second shaft, and both of these, as we know, will produce not one, I guess. Door and wall. Glass finger toxin, which you desperately need. Alright, while that's happening, we'll use the bed in order to regenerate the shaft in order to be able to produce another juice box. Proactivity is the name of the game. Alright, and we'll grab the extra water I stashed over here last episode to regenerate that. There you go. Wow. Okay, first of all, since we're going to be picking up a lot of books, 6 of them, I'm going to put this one away first so we don't have it, outside in the middle of the wet gale, because that would just be rude. These are books. These are my responsibilities. I should be responsible for them. Okay, so that one's done. And this will allow us to come down here, grab the harp. Okay, so grab strings, I think, is the one we want. Strings and song. Grab 2. Ascended harmony. Wow. Didn't even need... Ooh, I've got it. That one's spare. No, we don't want ascended harmony. Duh, we want 15. Put the gale in there. Wait, so it's not strings and songs. Which one is it? I know we got one that does that. Euphonies, there we go. That will produce a Deonibus. Alright, cool. Alright, so we still have other options, though. Hang on. Now we've got one. That's a sky. We've got one sky over here. Beguiling Melody. It's another 2. Got... Of course it's doing it this way. Hang on. Let's get the water in place. Where we get the last book. Because again, I don't want to collect that book off the ground. Alright, there you go. Okay, grab it. Okay, so let's get this knocked out. I can't, however, do... Okay, so let's grab Rolling Tide. What we want to do... That's the wrong one. Let's see. Gossip. Secret Threshold. Intuition. Lesson. Interest. Boom. Again, we won't be able to obviously do this the next day. We'll have to get it to the next level or higher. We can do so, but at the moment I only have these two when it comes to where is it? These two produce. I need another Sky 2 to regenerate my Ascendant Harmony. That, however, will be fine as what I can do. Oh wait. I need an extra soul fragment for that. I gotta wait for the heart fragment to come back before I can do that. Oh well. Let's keep going. I'll put the other books besides Apollo and Mariasis into storage. Egg. You only have one of each, so you gotta add things up. Oh cool, I managed to get that to fit in the bottom shelf. I was worried I would be able to do that. I'm so excited about shelving books. Really am getting into this librarian persona. Okay, so... yeah. Basically, we're waiting on regens. Alright, each page of this book contains one word only, but as each page is turned, a knowledge creeps in. The final page is crowded. Each reader of the book records the same word. Now it is my turn. That's not great. Quenching and quellings and regret. Get that into place. Alright, so... Rolling Tide's at level 4. Need to get to level 5. Quenching now goes into level 1. There you go. Meanwhile, let's get this with the rest of the winter books. Is here. Excellent. Pause. Ah, good. However, what I need is that's definitely not what I need. I need for chore. You will get to use, I think... This one? Yeah. Get in there. With chore, I need to be able to get this, because that will produce a third Sky 2, which combined with the skill for Sky and this boss fragment, I could actually do this. I could actually do this with the cat. I just realized that. Now the cat takes too much, unfortunately. I got to feed the cat afterwards as well. So yeah, let's get it knocked out. All right. Meanwhile, we need to definitely get Whist regenerated, so we can increase the quenchings to level 2. Where is it? There. There you go. Hit it. Hit it all. Now we've got Watson here and the cat in the booth, but I can't get him to come next to sit on my lap. He's just sitting there. Forlorn. I was playing with string with him, and then I had to interrupt it for recording, and I'm just an evil person for doing so. There we are. Pause. Level 1. Arts which quench fires and bring solstice to the troubled world. A true adept is never touched by fire, nor by fever, nor by restless spirit. Ambrose Westcott. First librarian, which of course remember, since memory falls under winter, since it's something has passed, therefore a death entity, death concept, that's why libraries are dedicated to the, I believe it's the Menascape. One of the two, Menascate or the Maradrid, it's definitely the Menascate, who records all things as images within mirrors. Also, Theoplasmic Containment. So it's good to have something like that. Now, however, we just need our winter regenerated, and we'll bring that up to the next level, because we have the Memory Regret right there. Alright. I think the next thing we're going to do is get the skill in order to produce the... reproduce the ascendant melody, not beguiling melody. Harmony. Is it harmony or melody? I'll have to double check when we remake it. Oh, there we are. Okay, shop is up and running. As per usual, what we do is we create more juice box. Always more juice box. Didn't even cost me anything. Last finger toxin. There we go. Let's get this back into storage. I think that's going to be our... Nope. We've used so much of this stuff up, but we need to do some serious replacement. Alright, so memory storm, excellent, and... Okay, first things first, let's get quenchings. Up to... level 2. Right off the bat. Okay. Next... let's grab another instrument. You'll do. No, Cheerful Day will not work. Strings, I think, will, however. There you go. Ascendant Harmony. Harmony! That was Harmony. Okay, a lot of music today. I like the fact we're playing the harp and the drum. I know. It's not actually happening simultaneously, but it's kind of funny to think about just how multitasking we could be. Maybe it's telekinesis. We are a demigod, after all. Yeah. One more to go, and then we transfer them up here. Probably do that one, unless something special comes up weather-wise. And then... there we go. Didymus. Okay, do we have... yeah, we don't have the water... we don't have the bed going. We have options to do one more time. I'm not going to be able to use that, obviously. So what... oh, what am I thinking? We need another juice box. We always need more juice boxes. Alright, so let's get water in place. Run over here and get that water poured. Power of organization. Level 2. Heart and Winter. Ooh, got opposites, which is excellent. Alright, so let's drop the, let's get this going again. Drop the water in place. Dusk. Wait, do we have time to do anything of importance with this? I don't think so. I think what it is that we should just let the day go by and regenerate. Now, let's see. Juice box. Did a day go by? 3 seconds. Risky, but possible. Risky, but possible. Do it again. Possibly get the other juice box up and running. Juice boxes do happen quickly. Here's Hunch and Doing Reflection, Didymus, Ascendant Harmony, and yes, what we need is the Earth Sign to be added to our collection. Maybe that... well, because this is the Shapt, I believe, right? Yep, they're both Shapt. Which means I could use one of them for reading purposes to create the Earth Sign. We've got that much time. The other one for the juice box. We'll have to see if either that works out. Yeah. Oof. We'll have one box we haven't opened yet, too. You know, we should definitely invest in more soul fragments. Getting to that point where I think it can handle one more. Because I've been slowly stretching out my capabilities. Oops. That was not what I intended to do. Apparently you've chewed up a lot of cash, but... Ascendant Harmony is now in place. Excellent. Leaving only putrefacients and calcifications left as a lesson. So yeah, we're catching up. Especially if we do a one-spot one for tomorrow. If we do a light book tomorrow and only get a single lesson out of it that'll basically let us catch up. And then, like I said, we can start moving books back up. Shop's up and running. Okay, cool. Alright, so one of the best ways to handle this at this point is going to be doing as quickly as possible. We are going to do, yet again, a juice box. Okay, simultaneously with trying to read that damn earth sign. Okay, so we got really messed up last time, but it's actually this one. Count of the Oaks, just have to remember that part. It's definitely earthy, you know what I mean? Definitely earthy. Bit of a risk, but let's see if it pays off. If that has persistent memory, it will, you know, persist, as it were. Basically, at this point, again, we're just waiting on cycles to continue. It's very Alexis Kennedy. But yeah, we've got the new skills. Like I said, I've had to be a little more careful about which skills I'm going to be accessing. This is definitely going to be the next major one. See how quickly we can get that riled up, as it were. Then we'll have to check to see if any other unique skills in these books. And most of them are stuff we've already hit. I think we've got most of the skills right now. I mean, there's this one, which is, this was the Scar. We've got this one, which is Edicts Inviolate? Yep, that one. This one's got Clockworks and Clockworks. Cuckoo. I love the cuckoo clock. Got another Gale, which is going to be interesting about what we do with this one. Yeah. Yeah, we've got thoughts to do. We've got to slowly build up to the, we got to build up to the, Rose one. Also, if we start getting heavy into Rose, we can eventually get that one. It's only preliminary meter, though. Yeesh. Back, that was going to be a tough one to hit. This one with Tower Falls we can do with the tool, however. But again, it's just preliminary meter. We've already got that one at level 3. Like I said, we have to figure out what it is we want. I mean, none of the special ones over here hit our new skill. That's definitely not. One of the first ones we got, actually. Watch those paradoxes. Yeah, I mean, I'll go through this when off-screen, basically, to start selecting it, because watching me just go through stuff can... I'm sure... that'd be terribly interesting. But yeah, the Rose would be interesting to hit with Sand Stories, but again, we don't have Ikosis. We do have... oh, shit. So that... I've completely missed this one. How many times? Because it's the same color as the, yellow... This yellow is the same color as the other one I don't have, this skill in. But yeah, that would be... We could do this. 10 rows. Easy. 3 rows, plus, of course, we just increased it by 1. 5, 3, 2. Easy enough to do. I could do it right now. In fact, that's probably what I will do for the next episode. We'll unlock this one for Sand Stories. And then roll around and hit it for, and hit the next one we've got an opportunity. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be targeted, and after that, we'll slip this one out here, and then we'll put the Earth books up there. But I think the Earth books are about the right size to fit in there. If not, we'll find something. Anyways, it's all slowly being made into LS Chaos. But yeah, we're 8 seconds short on this. That'll be the first. That we'll just dump them into bed and regenerate that one. Because we got to do another Glassfinger toxin, which means we got to do another 2 juice boxes, which means Shap's just going to stay on a freaking assembly line for a while till we get this bottom shelf built in again. Oh god, both shafts are going to be offline. Ugh. Anyways, I'll get you on the other side. Okay, and we're back, and I'm going to be doing the same sort of plan I did with the Gale before, as we're going to try to capture it into a roll of paper. Or cloth, really, fabric. And that's going to be important for the next thing I'm going to try, because this will, of course, bring us to 3, which means I'm going to have a plan for it, because I only store 2. So, yeah. Now, in order to do that again, we're going to need these 3 books in order to create first the Thunderskin Paean, and then the whatever it's called. Oh, what the heck is it called anyway? The Swaddled Thunder. There we go. It's like a baby, but it's a storm. Excellent. Any case, now of course the first cycle is going to be us. Now we don't have a book to read, so we'll use that. We'll use the metal for the manual labor rather than using it for cataloging. And speaking, of course, of books, first of all, I'm going to need the chore, so I can't allocate that for collections. I can, however, allocate one of their basic health to draw up some water, because you know we're going to be using at least one. Now, as for the second one, I think I'm short on wood still. I'm not really short. These two are... We're decent on wood, at least. Shoreline, maybe. Or, because, you know, still got this one to check out. Maybe we'll get to it today. But, meantime, let's see about wandering about, shall we? Oh, that'll work. Okay. Now, as for the book of the day, now we want to concentrate on new skills, and we have the Book of Maya, an account of the 5 visits of the Desert Wanderer, aka the Wanderer, aka the Centipede, aka the rogue faction of the Hours, the representation of Chaos, who is forbidden from the Mantis for a crime he has not yet committed. My guess is to destroy the Mantis, thus Loki is going to destroy Asgard. Probably the hour called the Vagabond Rite, to the city Maya. She begins as a delighted child, perhaps even immortal, but things go badly. Now, we have Hikosis to check on that, so we're going to be able to read this one. And it is going to have to be read here, at the Vagabond table, because it's a Rose book, that's our Rose table. Okay, grab the book. Grab the language. Grab the skill. Where is it? 4-point skill. We got this one. More than enough, actually. We could get away with not using this, but I don't think it's worth the effort of reading another books. Oh, no, actually, we do need that. My apologies, but yeah. Of course, otherwise you could have done it with the tool, but now we don't need the tool. So, yeah, let's just look ourselves in the mirror and see what the Vagabond has to say among their many tales. And, of course, let's get started with... Oops. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This one's still going. Oh well. So, meanwhile... no, let's get Tristan here. And the Peruvian Diaries. Alright. Pull back out. Grab. Good old Solomon's desk with the whist. And I'm thinking, since we got a fast running, let's just let those few seconds go by. So we get this done. Alright, so yeah, we've got our Earth sign, but our shaft is fatigued. Speaking, since shaft is kind of valuable, let's blow the first recharge for it, shall we? Take a nap after that long, long trip. And yeah, excuse me. Have some water. Okay, well that's done. Right then. And... oh great, another shaft. Well, we know which other one we're going to be doing. Just in the lab way too late last night. The hell? That's kind of weird. Alright, so I want some space. I can respect that. Okay, so... right, let's get this book back in place while we're waiting for the other ones to pop up. There you go. Sigh. It's a day so far. Alright. This thing about organizing between episodes, it means you got most of your ducks in order, so it's not much to do while I'm waiting. I've theorized, you know, speeding up during these periods, but sometimes I look at that and I go, way too risky, because I'll shoot past something. But yeah. Sometimes I have to just wander through to see if I've missed anything whatsoever. I mean, sometimes it's funny to see what some of these things will classify as heart. Braille, the red chair, of course. Boom, 6 pence. Let's throw in the shaft. A shilling. Nope, that's not what we want. That's what we want. Always pay attention. Still catches me every now and then. Alright, so, Memory Storm. And Cheerful Ditty. We're still waiting on the third one. A few seconds. And we'll have that one down. Okay. Boom. Alright, so with that down, what we want to do is grab the instruments, and we want to grab the viola. As I saved herb for this one. Solus, ditty, storm, and, of course, drums and dances. This is very... Get in there. Oh. Ooh. 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 Oh, well. I see, said the blind man. But we can do it this way. Right? No, we can't. We need something that goes with the heart. It has to be this one. Silly me. Hot. We can use Fa since it's a sky-based one. Right, wait for a minute and a half for that to come through. Meanwhile, we need herb. We've got herb. We've got herb kind of rogue at this point. Alright, so let's get the clock started. Get these in place. And there we go. That'll do. Okay. Now I do want to get this combined, but we're going to need 4. We don't have enough soul fragments left to save for tomorrow. Okay, so herb being available. Oh great, more sand. Stuff to burn. And water. Right, let's get the water replaced at least. I think this one's half full. Yep. Place that one. And get it up here. Okay, so bedroom's down here. Replace the water. There we go. Ah, excellent. Pause for a moment. I need... Hold on one second. And we are back. My apologies, had a quick real-life interruption. Any case, let's also get the other refreshment started, and I'm thinking that we'll grab a health here and restore it, because those have the most universal ability to do... Okay, let's just grab this one. To be useful, you know. We can use them to read, we can use them to gather, we can use them to construct things, but, you know. Also, let's get this sand over here with the rest of the burnables. Ah, too much going on. Okay, so that other shaft is up and running. Ah, in her second visit, she came as the laughing thrush. Her heart was bright within, her beak was ripe with song, but her first moments her feathers touched the city stones, the laughter began. Wanderer's penultimate visit is which I think is the second to last, is as the centipede, whose venom cracks stone. Maya is abandoned to the desert, but she returns one last time, that would be the ultimate time, again as the laughing thrush, with 4 other hours who take the shapes of birds, to celebrate the first roost above the bones of her hated kin. Well, that didn't go well for anyone. Intuition and sand stories. So, first things first, obviously. Grab memory intuition. No, sorry, whoops. Sand stories. Get that one started. And Rose and Moon is what we need to accelerate it. So this plus that should be more than enough to take the next level. Meanwhile, with Shaft, I'm thinking that we will take one of these. Let's grab these 2 here. Oops. Down there. You need to regenerate the next one of these glassfinger toxin, and the easiest way to do that, of course, is to just roll it down here into the forge, which you can put one of these into them. Grab a shaft, and then just grab, I believe, this one? Nope, it's the other one. There you go. No, not Gerbanite. Which one is it? Bloody hell. Wall? Yeah, that's it. Glassfinger toxin. There you go. And of course, we'll need to replace one of the amphols we just used, so let's just grab down here. Get this activated. All we need is the shaft, and so we can generate a 5 pretty easily. Just derive it out of the air, basically. We're that powerful. Okay, now one of the unexpected things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be summoning Mrs. Kill. Really on the nose name there. Mrs. Kill likes conversations about beginnings. Her husband prefers to talk about endings. A shilling will buy her help for the day. Got a half crown, we'll get change. A day's work is a night's dreaming. Interesting way to put it. Alright, so here we are. Mrs. Wife's system is somber as autumn, as kind as autumn. She also likes her beer. You can use the midwife's help before dawn. She's also a witch too, by the way. Just to strike it home. Any case, because yeah, most midwives, like I said at this point, would be knowledgeable, at least the most basic forms of birth magic. But one of the reasons we want to have her here is that she's going to be useful to us. So first, we're going to hit her with Didymus. That's going to bring her up to 6. And yeah, it's expensive, but I got a reason for it. Alright, let's get this all combined by the way. It's a bit ugly. So, yeah, continuing forward, make sure that we're regenerating something over here. We are not, so what should we regenerate? Honestly, I'm thinking health again. At the very least, we can just turn around and spend it up for another 6. Yeah, it's a busy day. And boom. Alright, so of wandering tribes, watchful vagabonds, and winged devourers. So yeah, the desert has like the most hardcore. Desert has the most hardcore story is all about it. There you go. Level 2, off the bat. Also, we'll need to get the book off the shelf, I think. Yeah, we left it up here. Alright, let's grab it. Pause. Boom. And whatever you want to call it. We'll need the dispensary back in a few moments. Oh, there it is. Memories don't last as long as that book, so it's my memory made the difference for a day. Now let's take the fabric. See, the thing about that swaddle, about her, she can use fabric, and the swaddle of thunder with 4 sky to it, well, is something she can use. The assistants may be able to use of fabrics and other woven things. Okay. All right. Essentially, she's using knot magic, and we've given her a piece of weaving that has the literal power of a storm to it. So yeah, she's gonna be able to do something with that. Again, we have to expand our gauge a bit, and I think we actually might be able to do it now. Boom. Something's going up there. Alright. 2 sand stories. And there we go, I need that. Place this here. Maybe we'll actually get another one out, but the important part. Drums and dances, Gale. No. 10. Has to be this. Call properly. That's 11 plus the soaks. Keep forgetting I don't even actually need the Gale for this. Really me. Can use it to, I suppose, with the Ascendant Harmony to replace it. Sure. Can do that. In any case, let's get this next. Replace that Swaddled Thunder. You can use the Gale to replace this. Get 7 right off the bat. So, 4 brights. So that'd be 11. We need another 4 off the top of the bat. We could probably manage that. We've got 2 of those tools. I have thoughts. Ascendant Harmony. Yeah, we'll figure that one out. We definitely need to regenerate that Faust, however, as soon as whatever's done first. Once we get that, that's 2 and 4 and 3, which is 9. And we need to get another. Thinking. Will come to me. Is this an omen as well as music? What? Okay, so what? That's too much. 7, 11. Definitely get 2, 4, 6. That's 10. That's 3. All we need is a 2-point memory. That will do it. And we've got metal there, so we can get that knocked out. Where's A&M? Not have it, but our favorite one does have a forge aspect. It's right here. Throw that in. And go storm. Deep breath. This one will be the first to blow. Now she's got 10. Next, we just need to run over here and grab her a tool. This tool. That's 2 points when it comes to... pardon me. Sorry about that. Nothing major, but that's going to make 12. That's going to allow us to clear one of our rooms. Which, you know, you might as well get that one done. We didn't even use soul fragment to use it. Right, so... But, yeah, okay. Do have time to do some collecting if necessary. Say what? Have fun. But we're going to do the quicker one over here. It's going to cost some cash. We're going to put in fossils. That's the one we need. Nope, we don't want assistance from a fisherman. We want instant refreshment. Pause it. And considering the amount of water we're using, get started. Let's finger toss. Excellent. Time to probably generate the next ampule, but definitely will tomorrow. So that goes here. Pause. Any reason to reset this? I don't think so. Give it water. Speaking of which. Okay then. You have 12. Which means that you can use your not magic. So you have basically handed her objects with the power over light, storm, and just the dream of stars. She's a witch. She'll be able to do something with it. Calm these birds down. The gulls have made this kingdom, and they have grown intolerant of interlopers. You have to pacify or discourage them. Edge is discouraging them, driving them off, and sky is harmony, pacifying them. I'd rather do that. Make friends with nature. It can eat you. Oops, get the water back in place. Pause. Storm. Now we're just waiting on. Hang on for a second. Okay, I am so terribly sorry about all the interruptions we're having today. I'm trying to do my best, but, you know, real life happens. Anyways, we've got about 11 seconds before we have the reset, and yeah, I think probably it's going to be it for the day. Don't think we'll actually be able to regenerate the Adamus today without, some losses. Anyways, there we go. Now, let's grab a musical instrument, because I think that's what we're going to need in order to fix this. Yeah. Harp will do. Let's get the Ascendant Harmony here. The Gale here. Let's see, we should have... Yep, Memory Storm here. And of course the Apple Bright Harmonies there. That will regenerate that, but since it's 2 minutes in our future, I don't think we're actually going to be able to finish this one. And I'm not going to burn anything else to try to do tonight. We've been probably going to already shoot one soul fragment. We don't need to do both. And look how short we are here. We're going to have to regenerate the Ascended Harmony tomorrow. Plus, definitely have to do another one of these. I mean, another one of these. The juice boxes, I like to call them. Oh, and there's the spot. Just give me animal bones. We can do something with that. I'll classify them later. Catalog them, I guess. I catalog everything. Just the books around here. But that means I can find it when I need it. So, here we are. Gull Colony. Throughout all the Isle's long years, the gulls, heedless of our affairs, have taken their due from the sea and returned to the rocks. Be careful your steps. A lot of guano. Alright, so we've got... I don't think we have anything else here that's interacting with us, but... Oh. Eel eggs from the seabirds are fine with the seabirds have stolen. So it's another gather point, but it can use rose, scale, or sky, which is interesting. Okay, well, yet another competition, because I don't, like I said, I don't see anything else here. For that. Interesting. I guess that must have been what this guy I've been listening to isn't. Oh my god. Even more paper. Plus those books there. And his stove, grumbling like an old man. Love that. Oop, I gotta remember we got this bench, because it's got some rare combos here. Especially, I think this is one of the few workstations that has a guy attached to it. Which means we can put two lenses there if we want to, since they count as tools. You know, so many options. But honestly, these two are the hardest for me to get for rooms, because I can't generate a lot of this. And we're going to have to generate yet another Enduring Reflection. Because of what we read today. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to do. I don't think there's actually anything else we're going to do today, so yeah. Just the best we can. Oh yeah. We did it. Excellent. And this one? Water. Okay, those will be good. Let's take some time to put the stuff away, at least. Let's get the swaddling back. Talking too much. Back where we took it from, so therefore we have two. Alright, and we can now remember that we generate that at any time we want to, if we also want to take the effort to do so, should we need one. Okay, water? Okay, well, we're actually starting to get more water than we need. Huh. Not more we need than we need right now, anyways. Tell you what, let's just finish that one off. Then, this one here. Take that. Nope. A lot of things happening. Fuck me. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. We've got a lot of shit to do. Okay, I have many thoughts. I have many thoughts. First of all, I don't have to worry about getting that unique book done now do I? Well, the fairies giveth, the fairies taketh away. Let's see what we can get out of the bargain, okay? Hang on. Also, they showed up during hail. And we are back. Okay, so... Alright, this is kind of interesting. This is kind of like the day after the fairy explosion. Remember, nobody in the material world is going to actually understand what happened. Basically, I disappear for 24 hours, but to them, I'm gone in the blink of an eye, from one moment of midnight to another. And my character, I believe, is currently doing the walk of shame from the fairy party, because technically, we haven't even finished this. It takes, I was right, 6 minutes in a day. We did it at 1.4 seconds, basically, after we started. So now we're currently over there, and our forge metal, sorry, just because it looks like the same color, I keep going with the metal. What we use there will probably be fatigued, but not thick like the other fragments would be. In addition, we didn't actually get the bed done in time either. That'll be it. And I think we've got one other thing. It's about the pop, and we've got the clouds here. So yeah, things to do. We got a lot to recover, by the way. First things first, let's let the last two things kind of cycle through before we get done. See, there we go. Metal. Afterwards, I don't remember what work I performed except in scents and sensations. Leaf mold. Rhythmic musical clicking like melodiless castanets. So that must be another... There must be fae who came from the Carpus Cross era. Soft blue flames like antique gaslight. And cold. I remember wherever we went, it was cold. And the metal didn't even... Oh, it's wonderful. And we've silver. I want to point out, by the way, we have gotten 7 Sintra from the ferry and 1 Sintra from the Suppression Bureau. In fact, the Suppression Bureau is trying to control us by keeping us too poor to operate our finances. So the thing that's going to happen is that we create our own resources. The Fae are really good neighbors for us because... Oh, God. Imagine, like, we staggered into the front door, okay? And we're like, you know, half-dressed, a little drunk, and we're finding out in less than an hour we've got a visitor there. We're, like, running around, splashing water in our face, desperately trying to figure out what the hell we did last night. Oh, God, the walk of shame. Anyways, got a lot of water to recover. Speaking of which, what's over here? Oh, that's right. We did that, didn't we? Alright, so I'm guessing the first thing we're going to do is regenerate our Faust here, using the only glass of water we've got remaining. Yeah, okay, so our character is basically like, we're going to take a half-hour nap before they get here, alright? God damn it. And basically, take a glass of water, splash it over my face, try to look like presentable. Anyways, let's get that done. Okay, the other things we have to plan with to do today is, obviously, since we don't have a book to catalog, we'll take that metal we just got back from here, place it in here again, do some fixing and mending for our 6 pence for the day. Meanwhile, the book. I'm thinking I'm going to increase fur and feathers. That's got a sky, and I think, yeah, we've got a, yeah, the Unknown Tantra is going to give us Watson's Paradoxes, which has definitely got a sky format to it. And we can fit it in there, which means that we will be able to, once we finish it, we'll be able to take care of it. So it's also pretty easy. It's 6, so we know Sanskrit, because we're a polyglot, and all I need is, actually, let's grab Falls. Okay, so that's 4 right off the bat. Then, hang on. Lost. That's Revelations. Let's get this knocked out. Also, the book itself. Carlos Garcia. Oh, right. We did this one before. He must have did a bunch of these, apparently, where he never visited the subcontinent, but then definitely wrote all he knew. No, he knew more about it than people have been studying it for thousands of years because he's foreign. That's usually how this works, right? Anyways, let's get this knocked out. Recite this in 3 languages. Yeesh. That's done. Now, we got a lot of restocking to do. First of all, alright, we need, let's see. Let me check out the forge here. Edge. Okay, we need a memory for this. Okay, so what we need to do in order to get the Curious Hunch is we need a memory as fuel for it. We can do anything else we want to, but we need a memory, and I'm probably just going to grab pattern. Do our usual, grab. Best grab herb. Be done with it. That will produce the pattern we want, and that is going to be what we need. That will allow us to get back the Curious Hunch. Now, getting back the Ascended Harmony of Diadmus is actually going to be pretty easy once we can actually get back our Faust, because we've got that musical instrument of 3, and let's see, how much more sky do we need? Alright, so let's say we need to grab Kitty's Marzine's flute, which you brought up here, right? Yep. That's 3, it's going to be 3 sky by itself. We can also grab the Lunar Globe. That's going to be 4 sky. That's a total. Now we need to produce 6, and we have 2 of those as being 2 of those. All right, we have 6 here, and we need 6. We have 4 in Applebright's Euphonious already, plus 3 here, plus 1 here. That's 8, which means once we get Faust Plus back, we're going to have all of the sky that we need to be able to create Ascended Harmony, because this casts as a musical instrument, which is awesome sauce. Anyways, meanwhile, I need to create a candle for purposes that will be used for tomorrow. It has to be the chalice candle. Now, let's get this one. Fragrant chalice. There we go. So what we need to do is we need to grab the dispensary, because that's usually the best place to do this. Then grab insects and nectars, because it's honey, so, you know, should work, right? Let's grab one shaft fragment. Let's grab the beeswax. Let's grab the flower. There we go. Chalice candle we'll be using with Timothy when we crack open the next room. So, let's get that done. Now, we have to see whether we can get that chalice. The reason I did this now is we get to see whether or not chalice is in the right season, I think. Alright, that's agave. That's incorrect. Scar. And fragrant chalice in summer and autumn. So no, we have to wait till summer to replace that. Now, of course, the biggest problem is that we're out of beeswax, and we're going to basically go to dig through a lot of honey to get to the beeswax. Alright, get in there. And you know what? Drums and dances will do. Let's drum those guys to sleep, shall we? Okay. Also, we have to decide if we're going to be doing any gathering today. Now, of course, first things first, let's get our water back, because we're definitely going to be burning through a lot of that. Okay, so this is what we've got left at this point. Not sure what else we're going to be doing today. I mean, bet plus 2 rose memories will produce reflections, enduring reflections, so we need that. Also, we need this one for our earth sign, so that's going to be a pretty easy one to get up. Let's get this one done. Let's do bingo. Let's do our good friend Solomon's reading. That's one of the 2 we need. The other one we need for 2 points rose is... Sorry, I need to read 2 for rose. So, which one of those again? Ah, my brain. Tuition, yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of this stuff is easy for me to remember, that sometimes not so much. Okay, so the ones we usually do for rose are gossip. And the other one is Moon's Egg. There we go. Alright, so 2 more that we have to read. Using this one here, so let's get whist here. There we go. Need to keep fet, so I can keep that in mind. And I want to keep shaft, because we've got that memory coming up for it. So see if we can use this again somewhere. We can use it up here, since this is a moth-based one. That'll be Moon Egg. Alright, so that should be enough for now. We need to keep fet and shaft. That chore is the only one that's off. Which one we might want to consider getting? Gathering. We're short on wood, so I guess we're taking a walk out in spring, seeing if there's any wind blow from the winter. Yeah, I know we've got the clouds here, but I'm not really doing much with them right now. And Horn and Ivory will be fine there. Let's go. And let's see what this guy wants. Busy, busy. Pause. A bit of water, I think. And let's do it again. Alright. Get those 2 water in place. Well, that's going on. That should refill over here nicely. I'll almost refill it. Go through so much water in a day. But hydration is important. Alright, so I grab another one. And boom, water it is. Alright, let's see who's here. Who are you? Ms. Azita Bukhara, businesswoman. Oh. Exteni? Or... I'm not sure. Chessmaster, initiate of the Scarred Hour, sometimes called the Colonel. Oh, no fighting in the place. Deep men dark, we already know. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do with them is, I think we've got this one's a Yeah, we're basically just to give her a 4-pointer when it comes to, yeah, we're gonna be drowning we're gonna be drowning in our, sprinter at this rate. Alright, so let's just hang on. Is there someone en route to Hush House? Okay, so what we're gonna do with you, my dear. Why, hello, librarian. I have questions. I'll pay for answers. Okay, give her this. Is there something unseemly? There is something unseemly at work here, librarian. No, you're very logical. I'll give you that. Probably. And you're respectful, which is good. Respect is good. We should be more of that in the world. It'd be less problems. Anyways, this one's a level 4. I think it's going to be good enough for what you want, because you're also at level 4. Start here. I have noted at all that Zidane was murdered, but the motive confounds me. It was something to do with his work, or with the music he tried to teach it. I think, librarian, that Zidane had been eavesdropping at the keyholes of heaven, basically over the mantis. Oops, sorry. At least the motive is grander than the artistic jealousy, but I do not think it is practical to it will be practical to avenge him. Well, you go ahead and you go through that book. Alright, that's what I'm here for. You know, one of the endings is you remain the librarian, and that just seems to be getting more and more likely here. I'm just really good at the job. Alright, so let's get all that organized. Now, we need to recover one of these. The only one we have to cover right now is the metal, which is really only going to be good for, now the question is, how close are we getting to getting our vet back? Because that's this right here. So yeah, we can get back the, forge and then get back the Fost Plus in order to get the Ascended Harmony back, because that's what we're doing right now. All right, 2 pence. Good. There you go. Go to. All right. All right, so we've got Eva here. While we're here, we might as well just put the bloody thing back. Got this one down. Ursine. Excellent. Again, just put it back right here. Our candle. Excellent. Gonna need that tomorrow. Pick up Timothy. Alright, so we might as well get down here with the rest of the candles. Next the menorah. There you go. Won't miss it. It's got a distinctive color. Alright, Companion Parable. And last but not least, Memory Gossip. Alright, so let's go grab Saint Janaris, in other words, Janus, one of our faves. When it comes to powers, gods, spirits, whatever you want to call them. Transcendent beings that could look kindly upon us. Alright, so, we need is Pearl and Tide. Actually, that's up one. We only needed 1 point. Yeah, we could actually work around that next time. We may only get away with 1 memory since we've increased the numberage. Yeah, that is more than enough. Because next time we'll be able to use a tool. We could just use a tool next time. It's awesome sauce. We won't need to... Yeah, I like it when we figure out something useful. Devotion. I don't have a 4-pointer to put there, but, you know. In any case. Hit it. That's Enduring Reflection. Now, while that's going on, let's see. Let us get a little bit of work done. Okay, so I'm thinking, grab this and Memory Pattern and Shapt and Preliminal Meter. Oops, remember to use this one. Preliminal Meter. There. Produces Curious Hunch. Yes, this is how quickly we're going to be regenerating our persistent memories. Efficiency. One of the reasons, like people have noted, I'm underpowered right now. I'm not really doing so. One of the reasons I'm doing so is that I'm kind of forced to think outside the box. Therefore, when I do decide to power up, and I will probably at the end of this particular episode do another story hour / soul fragment retrieval. When I do that, okay, and I think we'll just do this. Okay, investigate that. There's a box inside of a box. Expected, mind you. But yeah. Okay, the bed's almost done here, which is excellent. I could theoretically do that. No, I can't actually. I'll need the clouds that we haven't actually done anything with it yet. Yep. Could, while we're waiting. The unknown tantra describes a journey to the thanks. You start something and when nothing's happening, and immediately things start happening. It always works. The unknown tantra describes a journey to the white door, the mansis underworld, beyond which speech ceases. It describes that mantras can be used at the right time and place to achieve that door. Great. Anyways, viper egg. Not sure how many more vipers we want to have running around the place. Put that into storage. All right, lost is up and running. More water and honey, of course. All right. Now, I don't know if we can actually get that done in time. But yeah, the honey is... You're going to be overflowing in that stuff shortly. Now, one of the things I would do if I had more advanced options in this game is I would totally start selling this to the villagers. Even if we get just no more than a couple of pence for it. I'm going to keep generating enormous amounts of it. Okay, so could we... If we do this with Fosta, we need another point on that, so I can't do that. So, derived lens, we need to replace one of those. So, let's run up here. I think Sky Stories will do it too. Sights and Sensations, is that it? No, it's Awakened Feather. I have an idea for that later. Wistful Air, come on. Awakened Feather. Bounding Parallel. Oh, God. Oh, there it is. Glazurian Lightsmith. There we go. Derived Lens. Hit it. Alright, so yeah, we have to pick what we're going to regen here. Now, probably going to do Shapt. Why? Because I used up one of the juice boxes, the Amethyst Ampule, and I can probably easily get that finished that way. Meanwhile, let's go over here. I think finish off this half pitcher, right? Right, there you go. Get that started. At the same time, we'll put this one back over here in its usual spot. Now, is the inn empty? Does not. We have 30 seconds to go there. So let's get the Viper's egg. I don't know where we're gonna put that. Maybe over here with the Vipers. You guys, do you do the whole thing with like laying around? Oh, they're not gonna talk to me yet. Did they do the birds? They like lay on them? I mean, I think they just bury them like turtles. It makes sense. Similar, amphibians, reptiles. Well, it is a reptile anyways. Not an amphib. They're hard-scaled, not soft-scaled. Silly me. Silly biologist. Deep breath. Anyways. We're almost done here as well. I'm going to need... Oh. Should have done. Yeah, should not have done the derived lens. Anyways, you, my friend. Bronze Spintra. Okay, so we're rich. We're going forever in order to be able to go without that stuff, and now finally we've got it all. I gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do with this. Alright. The light of a lantern can only ever reveal the space between the forged shadows, which means, oh yeah, that's the interconnection between the woods and the Watchmen, because the Watchmen is what separated humanity from the woods and into the world as we know it now here. By divesting the egg unhatching of glory before it became the sun unconquered, aka sun and splendor, and giving it to humanity. But it wasn't a complete sort of thing. Okay, Watchman's Paradox and Revelation. Alright, so we need, however, to get back... okay, the derived lens will be done in 60 seconds, then we can actually regen it. So we should be fine to get done today. And not to mention Numa's not going to happen again for a while. Gerbanite? We can actually... We've got two. Do we want to, transmute that into something? I mean, we've got... glass toxin, think it's this one. But yeah, we don't have a appropriate soul fragment. But yeah, we'll convert that into one of our one-shot time machines. I didn't really expect that from a small thing. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Metal. All right. Lost. Directly going in there now. Start. Shilling. No, we don't want assistance from a miner. Start, then we give the shilling. All right. Go for it. All right, so while that's going on, don't know what happened. Anyways, let's get reorganized a bit here. So what are we going to do with the metal? So we can now get that up and running. Could stare at something. Oh, I've been suggested that I start staring at couches because one of them the librarian died on, which I think is absolutely fascinating. But I'm actually kind of curious about Librarian Von Ley, to paradoxes he had in Harry's. Okay, edit. Probably foolish use of it, but I'm doing it anyways. The Dairy Land's not done yet? Seriously? Oh, there it is. Almost done. There it is. Dairy Lens. Put that into place. But also going to need to immediately... Well, not immediately. 3 seconds from now. Recharge that. I think we have enough time. Yeah, we'll do it in the... It'll happen in the evening. We will be able to use that to upgrade our... where is it? Birds and feathers. Okay. Let's get time moving again. And then stop it immediately again. Really? Okay. Bingo. That's done. And boom. During reflection. We're recovering rather quickly. See, we've already got 3 of our major ones. Now we only have the sky-based ones to do. Alright, everybody chill. Okay, so let's get the Dirty Lens back to its usual spot up here. We need to use you. Somehow need to be able to create you at will, and I think I know how, but it might be kind of pricier than I really want. Alright. Perhaps the faintest, driest voice murmurs, the librarian that comes after is not the librarian, or perhaps it was only something we once read. Who's von Lernen? Because we've got the whole list except for one. The librarian that comes after is not the librarian. Who is who here? Von Lernen. We are the next one, because we are the 12th. That's interesting. That is extremely interesting. Also, 1 point, I'm not sure what we would do with it. Anyways, let's get moving. Waiting on recoveries at this point. Tomorrow we do the time. We create the one-shot time machine with the Gervanite, and then we're going to do some other things as well. Shapped up and running. Excellent. Normally, I was going to use that for... actually, yeah, can we do the Gervanite thing now? If we grab the Glassfinger Toxin, that's 2... easily do it with the Curious Hunch. Curious Hunch would be 4, Gervanite's 4. Shapped is... Yeah, we could do this. We can actually do it with the bottle. Of course we can do it with the bottle. Okay, so it's 4, 4, 2, 5. Yeah, that'll do it. I can even do it with 1 if I could come up with something that would work. Come on. Sometimes it's just annoying. Yeah, I don't... That's too much. But yeah. Alright, so what we can do while we're waiting here... Grab the Glassfinger... No, we don't need the Glassfinger Toxin. What we need... Forge... Urbanite. I think it's glass, but I'm not sure. Shapped. That's Oriclum. Is this the right one? Because it should tell us down here. Sacrament. Yep, Cross-Concord. Okay, so, interesting that they've got 2 on the same here. We've really got to explore this more. But yeah, the Cross-Concord, this one, and since that's 12, Technically 3, we went over. Let's get the Cricona chord going. I think we have just enough time to finish that. Yeah, we'll have to do Curious Hunch again tomorrow, but it's not really a major thing. Not really that difficult to do. Alright. Alright, gods. All popping up at once. Alright. Lost. Excellent. So, is that +1? Yes, the +1 version. Means, I think we can get away with it. Follow my logic here. Workbench has Sky attribute. Uses 2 tools. We both use kitties, and that makes 4. Add 2 for Lost, and then since we are using a musical instrument in here, we can grab Apple Brights and make Ascended Harmony right off the bat. Don't even have to use an instrument. Just 2 tools. We're just about here. We're vibing with the seagulls just outside. Speaking of which, how on earth do I... it's got to be Rose. It's got to be either Pet, Health, or Sky, which we got a lot of those. But we're going to be using that for lesson addition more than anything else at the moment. Yeah, we're going to lose 2 minor skill memories here. Nothing major. You have to keep going at the beehive until we get another wax. I'm going to need another chalice. Because somebody asked about what the hell's in the crypt beyond the warp through time. We can get in there. Actually, we can get there pretty easy. I don't even need that. We've got the ability to generate like 15. Yeah, we got the ability to generate over 15 knock between the devices that we keep making. See, all I have to do is give them the time machine, the Cricona chord, then give them the six knock beverage. That's 12, 13 if I use it with Timothy. And such this one. Nope, it's this one. Yep. Timothy, and yeah, that's pretty easy. And why the hell is this sticking out of the wall? There you go. Interesting that we're not actually the librarian, because we're actually the protagonist for the Curia, actually, if you want to really get nuts about it. Okay, so how much longer before we get the, what the hell? Pause. I thought... Well, so we didn't have this started. Oh, that's silly me. We still have time, I believe. No. Well, there's not really anything else I can do right now. Alright, I don't think that we're going to be able to pull this off, but I'm going to try. Oh, I had that going already. Damn it. Well, you know, nobody's perfect. To mention, are we going to be able to do this? I haven't even thought about that part. Can we do this? That's the soul. Lessened. Memory. No, we can't even do it with what we've got here. I would need Sky Memory, which is probably not going to be an issue since we're going to have a weather issue. There you are. Extended Harmony. I could do it with that if I wanted to. That's a little crazy, though. Thoughts. So we're going to blow a bit here. No jokes. Alright, so... And nothing to generate here. We definitely don't have time to finish that, though. We can use, however, grab a memory. Which memory do we want to grab, however? We get memory sound. This one can't grab revelation. And we can't do weather ever. So, go for it. Dream on... Oh, we gotta wait for night to fall. Let's dream on the memory of the couch. The whispering couch. We have a couch that whispers at us. And I put it in the main... I gotta point out, I got like a sort of thing going with me hanging on to haunted stuff. Alright, there you go. Dream. At least we get something out of it. Alright, basic carnations. Do we need to do this again? Possibly. It's gonna get a little weird in a moment. Ascended Harmony's 4. 3, 4 for that. Another 4. Well, I need 4. Alright. Cricona chord. There you go. Dear gods, do we have a lot of stuff going on here. Can we actually fit a second one here? Just click that. Figure out what the heck's going to do it later. Maybe the time machine should be somewhere else. Just a thought. Where would we put a time machine around here? It's one of the few... I'm not actually surprised I'm going to be saying that in this game. But maybe we'll keep it as, yeah, tools. Counts as tools, so it can go up here. It's all going to get crazy shortly. Okay, put this here. That goes... Come on. Alright, pause for a moment. Okay, so we have FOSS. The problem being is that the thing I was going to use it for, not a thing at the moment. Because I can't use it with... Could use it for something else if I had enough, but I don't think I do. Do we even have something that would have both light and moth? Yeah, but that's level 3. We're not going to get to level 4 unless we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not going to work. Memory revelation would have to work with that. I mean, probably just going to have to wait on that. Stucketh, but you know, we're here, we're doing things. It goes Miniscate, wrong stuff. Yeah, let's see what we got for a lantern. The bean could go up, but I don't want it to because we're not going to be concentrating languages. What about this one? Can I burn something fast enough? I think I can. So yeah, get revelations, get burn something right now. We can get this done. We will burn something. Burnt offerings is such an effective, so we can get a 1 point sight from that. Yeah, we got more than enough beach sand kicking around, so let's burn that over here. Go for it. Out of that wind. We'll miss the coast. Alright, collect that. Let's grab Putrefacients and Exhalations, Memory Sight, Revelations, that, and that. No waste. Well, we're going to waste the clouds thing, but I'm not really that concerned about it. Yeah, that happened. And the time machine is going on this cell. Because I can do that. Oh boy. So many things we have planned for Timothy. Alright, daybreak has hit. You know, we lost the clouds again. Every sound. Alright, so we got things to think about. What we're going to do, where we're going to hit. Also, we need to put this, because this one's been red. Here. Again, we're slowly but surely. Actually, it's the weakest one we've got right there. Come on. There you go. So yeah, we're thinking next to see if we can get a forge book going, but 12. Ooh. Easy, you know? We have men dark, we can produce 10. I mean, the reason I'm thinking about that is we have to make sure that we've got room for them right here. Because again, we're trying to empty this one out so we can get something like moth or earth in here and begin to empty out from down here. Now we've got still have some down here in storage, in containment. We'll deal with those in time, but yeah, we're finally managing to get to the point where we can organize the books as we see fit, which is kind of what we're supposed to be doing. And yeah, the game kind of indicates we came here sneaky because we could do something like that ink says rewrite time, but my character's like, okay, I'm sitting here, massive amounts of alchemical information, positive relationships with the fairy, well liked by the community, by the mystical community, and completely immune to any form of retribution by anybody who dislikes me. And I'm like, why would I leave? God, I got my own garden here too, honey. Apparently, I'm also a fairy sex worker. I mean, or sex worker for fairy, not a fairy who's a sex worker. Yeah, we got it good. He's probably just going to make it better as we go on. Anyways, one more and a day, and then that'll be the episode. Hang on. Okay, so I've kind of looked at the clock here and realized that we are at the end of the episode. We shot way over. I get so involved in these things, they begin longer and longer and longer. So, what I'm going to do here is story time, because I desperately need to get some more soul cards. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be tackling another line. You see, I need Mother Health one for gathering purposes, and to combine the two of them to get me a 2-pointer in, well, heart, nectar, and scale for purposes. Always need more. And what we're going to do is we're going to show how these skills can be in 2 places at once. Now, the herb, put urban infusions here, and it shows that the innermost walled garden of the palace is of the shadowless kings of Persia, basically the serpent people who apparently shed their shadows into this world. There grew a yew tree older than any other. Its root was red, its flowers were black, its berries were white, which are the symbols of alchemy. The transformation of a soul into an immortal status. The kings would leave their girl children overnight in the nest of its roots in the memory of the great mother of their line, which was probably a tree. That's how these things work. So that their daughters were assured health, longevity, and wisdom. This is the sort of all of our science. This is Bosk. Now notice this one shows herb. But place it over here on what's called preservation. Hold on. Source and the root. Now it starts the same. The innermost walled garden of the palace of the shadowless kings in Persia, there was preserved a yew tree older than any other. The kings set a beehive in its branches in memory of their forefathers, which are, of course, the Carapace cross, and they brewed from its roots a sovereign cure against all poisons. By the way, the tree symbol is from the Malachite, which is a god from flesh of the Carapace cross era, who is a goddess of fertility, because she is the queen bee, queen mother of a insectoid species, which is what the Carapace cross was. If you remember the window, I'll show it again at some point. But yeah, and they brewed from its flowers a sovereign cure against all poisons. This is the root of our science. This is preservation. It shows the other thing you can get from this, which would be health. But what we're going to do before we seal this one off for good is we're going to see what else we can stick in there for other information. So, Hill and Hollow, for example. In the beginning, how they endured. The Carapace cross served the first hours, the gods born from stone. When the gods from stone were defeated, where could the cross go? Into the hills, into the bounds, and into us. Some of them still exist in the end, some of them evolved. The ones that evolved were the ones that, and Helsh House Lecture 3 pointed out, are the ones that followed the Watchmen. And it took how do I put this? Took on the glory from which he stole from the the unhatched egg. Okay, this is how the humankind came to be. In our most secret hollows, the cross endures. This is a matter of preservation, which means that there are still some out there alive. And of course, they're the ones you can turn into, like you can in the Dancer DLC. Don't have to be coy about that. The Thief's Tale. There's an old story told by thieves about a competition among the Aviform Hours. The secret gods take the shape of birds. There's like 5 of them. One's a beachcomber, actually, because he's a crow. I think a dove is the Elagast. The dove boasts of the bones he's stolen from flesh, the Elagast. The crow of the flesh he picked from bones. One of the Kite twins, sister and the witch, bragged that she's stolen the borders from kingdoms, and the other said she'd taken the roads from crossroads. Right? They are the destroyer of boundaries, which is, ironically, does not put them in competition against the Colonel, but instead against the Mother of Ants. That's a complicated one that's going to require its own lecture in the future, if we get that far. The Magpie, I think that's the Wanderer, told the colors he'd stolen that are no longer found in the world. Now that's actually correct. Remember we went over the fact that there were more colors in the past, the sort of multiform craziness, psychedelics that the egg hatching produced, and that you can see in the visions when you do the Ghoul DLC. When you consume the elements from the past, you will see the images of that time, and they do have colors that no longer exist. It's not that they no longer exist, it's that the human eye no longer can perceive them. They're still out there, but the humans have become so limited to what they used to be when they fully indulged in the glory, when the sun unconquered was above us and shining down upon us. Now that the sun is broken, we since we are connected to the glory, we also are broken. So therefore we are much less than we used to be. Again, why the Watchman needs to die. Anyways, but then the Glitter-winged seventh of their number, which is Moth, told them what he'd stolen. They all were shocked into silence. They fell upon him, stripped him of his wings, and drove him from the sky. Well, that's not moth. So he and what he stole are gone from the world, and we cannot even name them, but we still feel their lack. So there is not the moth. We know who the moth is. And I remember what I said before in Hush Episode 3 and 2, that if you destroy an hour, you destroy the concept that they embody. Beginning, middle, and end. There is literally nothing. If Bach were to be die, then the concept of speech would not just die in the present, it never would have existed. We would be a mute species, and we'll always have been a mute species. That's how messed up some of this stuff can get. Emergencies and emergencies. Moth and the Grail. The gods from stone made a law that the key of dreams cannot be held or owned. The time of the stone is past, but the keys remain. So the holders of the keys can only be the 7 Lygians, whose crime has set them outside the law. Basically, they've reverted back into primordial form, like the Titans or the giants of the Norse mythology. And the Lygians serve an hour of Moth and Grail. Then the last remnants of the gods from stone are renewed. The law will be renewed with them. Preservation is the wisdom of renewal. Now, remember when we went over here, you put this one in here. Hold on. You can put that over here, and it will show the last remnants of the stone are consumed. The law will be consumed with them. Now, that means that there is, in fact, kind of a, how do I put this? There is a uncertainty here. There is a quantum uncertainty, which is what we discussed about with the in Hush Episode 3, which is an aspect of the horned axe. What is given? The oldest living hours, the gods who were blood. The gods from stone were older still, but they're buried in the earth, scattered in the sea, and lost to the moon. This is why we're always careful where we blink the sacrifice. Sorry. The oldest living hours are the gods who were blood. A little slower. The gods from stone were older still, but they're buried in the earth, scattered in the sea, lost to the moon. This is why we're always careful where we make the sacrifice. Without it, the gods from stone would pass from memory. That's his preservation. Now, if you remember, stick it over here. It tells you if you spilled enough blood, they'd be returned for vengeance. Bosk knows. Again, it's one of those uncertainty things. Would they come back for vengeance, or should the best destroyed, or should we instead... Secret safe. Let's keep night things in the night so the day things can watch in the day. That's preservation. Okay. That's why it belongs to the, If you remember, we use this in the shrine that represents the Calpatra, which is the, the chancel, which are the powers that restrict the powers of night from entering. They're part of the same whole conspiracy the Suppression Bureau is, and all the other forces behind it. But yeah, and the last one. Come on. Light the night in the wood. What lit the wood in the days before its darkening? There was a light upon the earth before the glory came to the sky. Preserve the night, and the light might return. Remember, that's the egg. The egg was unhatched. All it was the light. So yeah, there's a lot of different pieces and lore here. I mean, someday the only way you can go over all of it is to check the wiki. You'll never get all of this story at the same time, which is kind of realistic. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll take herbs and infusions. Place this here. Assign. Grab. Health. I'll make a third one. We will eventually combine those when I need it better. But for the meantime, hope you've enjoyed your time here, because we've come to the end once more. There's so much to discuss. Anyways, this is Fantastic Worlds, your Curia, letting you know that visiting hours are now over, as well as story hour. If you enjoyed your stay here, please make your way to the exits of the Hush House, and we'll see you next time on Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Like, share, subscribe as per usual. See you next time. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.